for this evening's People's Town Hall. It is Indivisible 515 and Action Iowa. We are a nonprofit and nonpartisan organization advocating and upholding our democracy, holding our elected leaders to account, and reaching out to voters, sharing opportunities to participate and be engaged in the electoral process. We are committed to supporting a government that is of the people, by the people, and for the people, with liberty and justice for all. And together we can do this. Regardless of why he is unable to be here, we have chosen to proceed.
Like dear Congressman Nunn and staff, we, the constituents of Iowa's 3rd Congressional District, are writing to invite you to an open town hall event. So thank you for the invitation. Unfortunately, the congressman has other commitments on his calendar and is unable to attend the town hall. One of the congressman's favorite parts of his role is hearing directly from Iowans.
I'm not a Ukrainian American. I was asked that earlier. I'm an ashamed American. I actually cried tears of shame as Ukrainian President Zelensky was pelted by a pack of monkeys throwing feces. Will you stand by your stated support of Ukraine and use your power as a member of Congress to ally with democracy and repudiate dictatorship no matter where it is found?
I am one of the few people, I think, still living in the United States who remember the beginning and the progress of World War II. I'm 95 years old. What I remember was this ranting, raving individual screaming at crowds of people who were saluting him. And this was the reason he did this, got there, was it was a bad time in Germany, as it was in most of the world at that time. But they were in distress. And he picked that time, and it was about 33, and he didn't live past 1945, so this happened very rapidly. But he was able to coax a lot of depressed, frustrated, confused people in Germany to buy his story. So I wonder if these similarities have occurred to people in power. What are you and your Republican friends and leaders going to do to help quash this before our democracy is destroyed?
The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice. I'm not sure I believe that anymore with what's going on in this country. Civil rights applies to everybody, all Americans, all. So, Zach, my questions at this time, 3 of them, but they're all related. Number 1, do you support the all-out attack and elimination of DEI? Number 2, do you believe DEI resulted in the hiring of many incompetent women and people of color? And number 3, do you support the erasure of the contribution of women and people of color from our history? Because all these things are going on right now. So with those being the questions, if you answer these questions yes, I'd certainly like to understand your logic. And if your answer is no, I'd like to know what you're going to do about it.
I am sorry our representative, Zach Nunn, is not here to address your question because you deserve a response.
What are you planning on doing about the debt and deficit? Second question, are you willing to raise taxes on the rich?
All right. Is Congressman, when are you going to honor your oath to not only yourself, which I think you should have some pride in, and to us, your constituents? And if you can't stand in front of your constituents and take the grief that they're going to give you, then you cannot stand in office.
Right. How will you guarantee that schools will continue to receive federal funds for special education, ELL, and Title if the Department of Education closes?
Given that Doge is operating illegally by ignoring HIPAA regulations and without congressional oversight, what will the Congressman Nunn do to rein in the illegal behavior of Doge and protect veterans' health care and data?
All right. According to our Constitution, we have 3 equal branches of government. Congress has the authority over the federal agencies. Why are you allowing someone like Elon Musk and his groupies to ransack these agencies and slash them? Elon Musk does not have the proper security clearances. These people have not been properly vetted. And why are you not doing something to stop it?
Representative Nunn, do you think these tariffs are a little disturbance to agriculture? Here in the Midwest, we should know that there are serious ramifications due to cutting funds to USAID and to the tariffs in China, Canada, and Mexico. Where is your human compassion? What do you say to this? We have not heard your voice, and your silence is deafening.
And I am very sorry that Representative Zach Nunn is not here to hear your concerns, and you deserve a response from him.
Representative Nunn, your website states that you want to keep America safe, but then the website goes off to talk about immigration. Now, I don't know any Iowans who feel unsafe around immigrants. I do know parents who are afraid every day when they drop their children off at school. They're afraid that their children will not come home in the afternoon. 80% of Americans support background checks for all gun purchases in the U.S. Will you support this common sense measure? Thank you.
And they are in chaos right now. Our institutions, our hospitals don't know where their money's coming from, don't know what they're doing, and this could seriously impact the life-saving therapies that they have been developing. Because my husband died, my son receives Social Security survivor's benefits, and there's supposed to be a 12% cut to the staffing of Social Security. I don't know if you've ever tried to talk to Social Security or call them on the phone, but they do not need cuts in staffing, and I would like to know what you are going to do about that.
My question for you is, when will Congress grab the purse strings and stand up for constituents? When can we quit worrying about our pensions, our Social Security, our Medicare, and our Medicaid? We are American, and we've played by all the rules.
I have them sending responses back, but they are just blah, blah, blah. They are letters that are in some kind of a file. They don't really address the issue. And I have really appreciated those who have come to speak, because this is the way. We are the people, we are the government, and we are the ones who pay the bill.
Representative Nunn, over the weekend, federal judge James Boasberg ordered that the administration should not deport the Venezuelans using the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Trump still has not provided evidence of that act, that it has been used constitutionally, and Trump ignored the judge's order. This is a break in the checks and balances that make up our democracy, and yet legislators have said these checks and balances still exist. My question is, have you spoken out against this breakdown? And if not, why not? But I manage his farm in rural Iowa. We signed a contract to start CRP on acres on that farm, part of that farm, this year, which changed our planting budgets and plans. What assurance do you have that the federal government will honor that contract in this and the coming year?
So a lot of what is going on here at the state level and in Washington, D.C. is having a direct impact on our work, on our family. It just feels like a barrage of an attack coming at us. I want to know if you will support government by and for the people. I have called and asked this of his office and his staffers and told them if I did not get a response prior to tonight, we would assume that he supports corruption in government.
I'm really sorry that Congressman couldn't make it tonight. I remember when Cindy Axney was our representative, she had 57 town halls in her first year. Maybe if you talk to Cindy, she could tell you how to do just one or two. Before we had Social Security, over 40% of seniors in this country lived in poverty, and that's what we're headed for if you start taking it away from us. And you've already shown your support for cutting Social Security by supporting Trump's budget. So I just want to know if you're going to have an about face and get yourself fixed on this issue and give us the money that we paid into the system. I'd like an answer, please.
If Medicaid disappears, we're going to have a hard time finding other coverage. And there are many other stories like ours. My daughter's infusions that they get every 8 weeks are also $20,000 without coverage. This social safety net was built to improve our future. Your only job is to not tear it down and to listen to the people you serve.
There once was a man named Zach Nunn who ran for Congress for fun. When he ignored his constituents, they organized in resistance, and soon Mr. Nunn was all done.